Hey, welcome back to the channel, Bucks Gearbox. I'm Lyle, and today we are going to do a quick overview of the Pacific Northwest Bushcraft EDC wax canvas travel tray. Pretty cool stuff here. See you in a minute. I'll just say it right away. This thing is awesome, and it speaks to the geekier side of me in so many ways. It's also just flat out practical and going to be very useful in so many ways. And I only have one small kind of caution that may or may not matter for you, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video. All right, let's talk about some stats. This is waxed cotton material, 100% cotton, handmade in the USA, 6.5 inches long and wide when it's laid flat, 2.75 inch pockets. One is 1 inch, one is 1.5 inches, and one is 2.5 inches. When it's in tray mode, which I'll show you right now. Let's see, it doesn't take long to do this, which is pretty cool. When it's in tray mode, it is about 4 inches wide and about 1.5 inches deep on the sides. And there you see what you can do with this guy when you're traveling. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It has a little eyelet on the top. Let's see if I can show that to you here. Yep, right there. So that you could attach this to a backpack. You could put a lanyard on it if you wanted to bling it up if you're that kind of EDC guy or girl. And there's just a lot of different things that they were thoughtful about when they designed this. Materials and craftsmanship, just awesome. You can tell a lot of love went into this design, making this piece of gear. Number one, it's beautiful. It has this cool old world and earthy vibe to it, which is, it's pretty obvious. I love the way that it looks. It comes in various colors. You can check the website. There are some in stock at River's Edge Cutlery right now if you want to look and see what they have. I'm an affiliate for that, so if you make a purchase, it helps the channel, so thank you for that if you do so. I also recommend checking out Pacific Northwest Bushcraft's website to see all of the different kinds of gear that they have on offer. Pretty cool, awesome company. Two, it is built to last. This thing is tough. You can tell it's a piece of good equipment that's not going to fall apart on you. They used thick 10.1 ounce waxed canvas material. As I said before, it's handmade. They're all going to be a little bit unique because they're using real world materials. If it matters to you how it feels great. It feels like just really, really good quality in hand. Hard to relay that on video, but it does. It's waxed canvas. It's not slick and it's not sticky, but it feels like it's gonna hold up. On their website, they share that the wax process they use is from like the 1800s, and they use a specific type of wax as a blend that is environmentally friendly, and it gives the EDC tray some good weather resistance. And I know nothing about this kind of craft, so forgive me if I sound dumb. All right, let's talk about the ways to use this. I've only had it for a short amount of time, but it has already won a constant place in my everyday carry gear. It's going to stay with me. I will never not have this in a bag or in the car or at the office with me. It's a no-brainer. So everyday carry is the number one thing, just carrying stuff around. Number two, I use a tray both at my work office where I commute to and in my home office. Let me show you. This is the one that my dad made for me a long time ago that I use at home. Pretty cool. And so now with this guy, when I'm traveling, when I'm staying at my family's house for Christmas or whatever, or if I'm traveling and I'm at a hotel, I can take that kind of geeky creature comfort with me wherever I go and always have a tray to dump my gear in. And I enjoy that. It's kind of cool. Then camping, it's resistant to weather. It's tough. I actually thought that it was going to weigh too much for backpacking, which I do 2 or 3 times a year. But at less than 2 ounces, it's actually really light, and it's definitely going to have a place in my backpack. Right now, let's see what I've been carrying. I'll show you how I've been carrying stuff here the last few days that I've been trying this out. And what I've been carrying, just for the most part, it's changed a little bit, but for the most part, it's been something like this. I've got my Chris Reeves fixed blade. I always like to carry a fixed blade with me. Typically have a flashlight. This has gone back and forth from the O-Light to the Lynch Northwest pry bar. And then you can fit a little bit of a bigger knife over here in this pocket. Not necessarily get down to where it's clipped in, which is something I'll talk about towards the end of the video. I think this is definitely kind of built for and around the idea of smaller gear. But that's kind of what I've been running with. I haven't been carrying the Hinder. I was carrying this guy, which can reach down and be clipped into the pocket. So that's how I've been carrying my stuff over the last few days, which I think is pretty cool. An interesting feature, which I wasn't sure if it was intentional or it just kind of fits because of this unique knife, but you can actually hold a fixed blade in here and draw it. Of course, you gotta be careful and watch how you get it back in there. You don't want to cut the material or ruin your edge on one of the rivets here. But it is kind of cool. You can draw your knife without taking the whole thing apart, which I think is neat. I almost always carry at least one fixed blade with me, and this allows me to carry a slightly larger one, although it fits well because it is skinny. I did try to put my bench-made bushcrafter in there, and it sort of fit, but it wouldn't snap all the snaps together. And then my little LT Right, because the sheath is a little bit thick, it didn't really fit in there very well either. It did fit, just not well, not quite as snug and as nicely as this does. So anyway, that's how I've been using it over the last couple of days. And yeah, there is one thing that I should note. As again, I think this EDC carry tray pouch, especially the pockets, I think they're best suited to a smaller to a medium-sized knife and gear. And you're gonna want some that have the longer pocket clips. If I were to have like a Lynch Northwest, the larger pocket clip on here, I think this would fit a little bit more snugly, but this is a pair of 3 and it does fit. But you'll be able to see, I'll throw a few in here just so you can see. Obviously the runt's gonna fit anywhere. This is the Hogue Counter-Strike, and while it'll sit in there, it's not secured. So that's something to keep in mind. Wee Banter is an easy one that'll definitely fit. The full-size Sebenza will not be able to be pocket clipped in there. Let's see, what else did I try? I had the new Pyrite from CJRB. It does fit. So just kind of giving you an idea of some of the knives that I carry that do or do not fit in this. The ProTech Malibu will not go all the way to the pocket clip. Again, you can stick it down in there and carry it for sure. But if you want the pocket clip to be giving it a little bit of security, that's not going to work out. Obviously, a honking huge Microtech clip is going to work. Now, this is the UTX 85, so it's the medium size one, and I don't have the full size Ultratech anymore, so I can't test that. But I just wanted you to see that some things fit and some things don't, because again, I just think, and it's not a con, I think that this was very purposefully designed for smaller gear because it's a relatively small item. So I just wanted to kind of show you, you can do a lot of different things with it. And I think this is kind of a creative piece of equipment too. So there are probably ways that you could do some crazy rigging with this thing and find out a way to carry something that's bigger. Like you could maybe do this with a bigger knife, clip it in like that, throw it in the pocket. There, just came up with something right there live on camera. You could do that. Does it look cheesy? Yeah, it kind of looks cheesy, but you're carrying your stuff. So that's going to be totally subjective and up to you. They also, just so you know, just so you're aware, they do make different sizes of wax canvas trays that can fit more items and bigger items in them, but those don't have the everyday carry pockets. They do have a longer version of this that it looks like they made for a tobacco pipe, which is really cool. And it looks really, really interesting. And I believe it has 3-inch deep pockets. So if you're interested in one of these, but the size of the pockets is kind of a deal breaker, if you have larger knives, then I could see a 3-inch, just a little bit more space would get you a full size Sebenza getting pocket clips to it. That's a guesstimate, but yeah, I would assume that it would if you kind of get it down in there pretty good. So if you look on their website, they do have one that's built for a smoking pipe, and that one might do a better trick. It's a little bit taller. I think it's 7 inches tall. So it's not a perfect square, but it still folds into the tray and it has the EDC pockets. So that might be a solution for you if that is a deal breaker for this little one. They also have wax canvas knife rolls that look amazing. Those are in stock at River's Edge right now. So definitely check this out. I'll have links to everything at River's Edge Cutlery that's in stock of their gear. Again, I'm an affiliate, so if you purchase anything, it does help out the channel and I appreciate it. I will also link Pacific Northwest Bushcraft's website, and you should definitely go there and check out their awesome collection of handmade gear, what's available. It's super cool. It looks even like, you know, and I don't know the owners at all, but I think there was a blurb on the website that said contact us for customizing some gear, and I think that would be super cool. I have a feeling I'm going to be a customer of this company for life. I really, really like this, if you couldn't tell, and I've been kind of geeking out about it the last few days as I've figured out what it can do and what I want to do with it. Anyway, this is a really awesome piece of kit and highly recommended to check this out. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone that comes and watches my videos. Thank you for sticking through the whole thing if you're still here. And I'll have more information about my upcoming giveaway pretty soon when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Got a couple of everyday carry kits that I'm going to be giving away. So stay tuned for more information on that. And I appreciate y'all. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.